Alright, what is going on guys? Carlos here and welcome to Uke 101. Today I'm going to be showing you guys 10 very simple beginner ukulele chords. Now this video is aimed specifically at the people who are relatively new to the ukulele. Maybe you guys have a ukulele sitting at home and you have no idea what to do with it. Well, this video is essentially going to be a crash course on 10 of the easiest ukulele chords for beginners. Now, in case you guys were wondering, there will be diagrams on the right hand side of the screen in case you guys get lost, in case you guys get confused, but you guys should not have any issue with that. These chords are fairly simple, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with these chords. So the first chord we're going to go ahead and learn is A major. Now A major is a really simple chord, only requires 2 fingers. In fact, you're only going to be using your index finger and your middle finger for this chord. So what you're going to want to go ahead and do is get your pointer finger, locate the 3rd string, and put your finger on the 3rd string on the 1st fret. Then you're going to go ahead and take your middle finger and place it on the 4th string on the 2nd fret. So really simple chord guys, and if you strum it, it should sound like this. Really simple chord, that's A major guys. The next chord we're going to go and learn is A minor. Now A minor is even easier than A major because you only require 1 finger. Now it's really a matter of preference. You could use either your middle finger or your pointer finger, really doesn't matter, but for the purposes of this tutorial I'm going to go ahead and use my pointer finger. So A minor is played by placing your pointer finger on the 4th string on the 2nd fret, and if you strum it, it should sound like this. That's A minor guys, really easy chord. The next chord we're going to go ahead and learn is the chord of C. Now C is by far one of the easiest chords on the ukulele. Just like A minor, it only requires 1 finger, and that is your pointer finger. So what you're going to want to go and do is locate the bottom string of your ukulele and place your pointer finger on the 3rd fret of the bottom string, and if you strum it, it should sound like this. That's C major guys, otherwise known as the chord of C. The next chord we're going to go ahead and learn is the chord of C7. Now C7 is just as easy as A minor and just as easy as C, only requires 1 finger, so you're going to want to go ahead and use your pointer finger for this. So locate the bottom string, but this time instead of placing your finger on the 3rd fret, you're going to move it all the way up to the 1st fret. So just like that guys, really simple, and if you strum it, it should sound like this. That's C7 guys, really simple chord. The next chord we have is the chord of F major. Now F major is once again another really simple, really easy chord, only requires 2 fingers. You're going to want to go ahead and use your middle and your index finger for this chord. So to start off, go ahead and take your middle finger, locate the 4th string and put it on the 2nd fret. Next up, locate the 2nd string and place your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. It should look like this guys, and when you strum it, it'll sound like this. That's F major guys. The next chord on the agenda is D major. Now D major is still a relatively simple chord. It is going to require 3 fingers instead of the usual 1 or 2, but you guys should have no problem. There is an easy way using only 1 finger, which I'll go ahead and show you guys that later on, but for starters, let's go ahead and start off with the 3-finger method. So take your ring finger and place it on the 2nd string on the 2nd fret, and take your middle finger, place it on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, and take your pointer finger and place it on the 4th string on the 2nd fret, and it should look exactly like this guys. The top 3 strings are going to have fingers on them just like that, and if you play it, it should sound like this. Really easy guys. Now the easiest way, and this is the way I actually recommend, is barring the top 3 strings. Now barring sounds like a very difficult word and it sounds like a very difficult concept on the ukulele, but it is actually really easy once you get the hang of it. In fact, once you start playing more songs, it is going to be a lot easier to use bar chords than the standard chord shape. So what you're going to go ahead and do is get your pointer finger just like this, and I'll go ahead and come up close for you guys, and put it on the top 3 strings just like that. You're going to want to go ahead and lift up your finger at the end, so that way the bottom string isn't getting covered. So it's still the same chord, it's going to sound exactly the same, only you're going to be using 1 finger. Just like this guys. Just like that, really easy. In fact, like I said, I recommend this, and you guys should definitely practice your bar chords. I'll go ahead and make a video on barring later on during the week, but yeah, that is D major guys. The next chord we're going to go ahead and learn is E minor. Now E minor is still a really simple chord. It is going to require 3 fingers. There's no shortcuts for this, but it's really simple. So go ahead and get your pointer finger, place it on the bottom string on the 2nd fret, take your middle finger, place it on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, and get your ring finger and place it on the 3rd string on the 4th fret. It should make a little staircase just like that guys, really simple, and if you play it, it should sound like this. Really easy chord, that's E minor. Next up we have E7. Now E7 is a really easy chord, not difficult at all. Although it sounds like a difficult chord, trust me guys, it is a really easy chord to use. So you're going to be using 3 fingers. So to start off, go ahead and take your ring finger, place it on the bottom string on the 2nd fret, take your middle finger, put it on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, and get your pointer finger, put it on the 4th string on the 1st fret. And it should look like this, guys. The diagram will once again be on the screen in case you guys got confused. And if you strum, it should sound like this. That's E7, guys. The next chord we're going to go ahead and learn is the chord of G major. Now, G major is one of those chords that is absolutely essential for you to learn if you're learning the ukulele. So, there's 2 methods of playing it, the 3-finger method and the 2-finger method. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys both, but to start off, let's go and show you guys the 3-finger method. So, you're going to be using these 3 fingers. So, go ahead and take your middle finger, locate the 1st string, and put it on the 2nd fret. Then go ahead and take your pointer finger, put it on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, and take your ring finger and put it on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. You should form this little triangle formation just like that, really simple, and if you strum it, it'll sound like this. That's G major, but there's another way, 2 fingers. It is a barring method, so it may be a little bit more difficult, but nevertheless, I'll still show you guys. Get your pointer finger and bar the bottom 3 strings on the 2nd fret, and then you're going to go ahead and take your middle finger and place it on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. It'll be the same triangle shape, only you'll be barring the top 3 strings instead. So, it'll sound exactly the same, just like this. That's G major, guys. And the last and final chord I have to show you guys is the chord of G7. Now G7 is just like G major, only we're going to be rotating the chord shape 180 degrees so that way the chord starts on the 1st fret. So once again, I'm going to be using these 3 fingers. So to start off, go ahead and take your ring finger, place it on the bottom string on the 2nd fret, take your middle finger, place it on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, and take your pointer finger and put it on the 2nd string on the 1st fret. So you should have a little triangle shape just like that, really easy, and if you play it, it'll sound just like this. That's G7, guys. That just about does it for today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed. You guys can go ahead and keep practicing transitioning between each and every one of those chords. If you're going to practice, I recommend using a down, up, down, up, down, up strum pattern. Really easy to use for beginners, and you guys can go ahead and start off with maybe a C, then move to a G, then move to an F, then to an E minor. Just simple transitions like that. Practice, find a combination that you think sounds the best, and pretty soon learning ukulele songs will just come naturally to you guys. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next tutorial, guys. Carlos, out.